Hi, I'm J.J. Abrams. I'm a producer of The Play That Goes Wrong, and you're watching the Broadway.com show.
Welcome to the Broadway.com show, your weekly cheat sheet to everything that's happening on the Great White Way. Or as we like to think of it, the committee to get Audra McDonald, Josh Gad and Luke Evans to reprise their Beauty and the Beast movie roles on Broadway. Stat. What's the buzz, Paul?
Disney's remake of Beauty and the Beast is officially a Hollywood blockbuster, having earned over $170 million in its opening weekend in the US and over $350 million worldwide. Not only does this make the Bill Condon-directed film the biggest March opening of all time, it also is set to become the most successful live-action movie musical ever. This big success is clearly great news for live-action remakes of musical animated hits like Aladdin, The Little Mermaid, and The Lion King, which are all expected to come to life in upcoming years. In related news, the Mulan remake will not feature the Matthew Wilder, David Zippel songs you know and love, according to the director, and Alan Menken told a reporter that he would kill to see Harvey Fierstein play Ursula in The Little Mermaid redo.
So would we, Alan. So would we.
A starry revival of Children of a Lesser God, Mark Medoff's 1980 Tony-winning play, is eyeing Broadway. Tony-winning director Kenny Leon has tapped Joshua Jackson, known for Showtime's The Affair, and former Miss Deaf America Lauren Ridloff in a role that won Phyllis Freelich a Tony Award and Marlee Matlin an Oscar. They will headline a production at the Berkshire Theatre Group in Stockbridge, Massachusetts this summer, with a spring 2018 Broadway bow expected. Children of a Lesser God is a love story about a speech teacher who falls for a deaf woman and the obstacles they face due to their differences. The BTG production runs from June 22nd through July 22nd and also features Tony winner Stephen Spinella and acclaimed deaf American actor John McGinty.
If you missed the new group's recent off-Broadway revival of Sweet Charity starring two-time Tony winner Sutton Foster, don't weep, you might just get a chance to see it on the Great White Way. Shelby Coleman, widow of composer Cy Coleman, told the New York Post that she was happy with what director Lee Silverman did with the show, which included embracing the musical's darker moments and choreography by Joshua Burgas, but that a Broadway transfer would in fact have a lot more brass. We reported back in November that Sweet Charity could land at Broadway's Circle in the Square Theater in fall 2017 with producer Kevin McCollum on board, but nothing is yet official. In the meantime, we're going to dream our Sweet Charity Broadway dream, baby.
We're satisfied. Javier Muñoz, who had taken medical leave from Broadway smash Hamilton, will return to the Richard Rodgers Theatre on March the 21st. Jevon McFerrin, the alternate to Muñoz's Alexander, had been filling in for him in the meantime. What comes next? Original cast member Muñoz has a reunion to look forward to. Brian Darcy James, who created the role of King George III in the off-Broadway production, will take over from Taron Killam on April the 14th.
It's a boy! Tony-nominated Broadway star Megan Hilty gave birth to Ronan Lane Gallagher in Los Angeles on March 13th. Little Ronan is baby brother to 2.5-year-old Viola Filomena and son to Hilty's husband Brian Gallagher. Mommy and family are resting well and hopefully sleeping through the night. Congrats from all of us here at Broadway.com.
Hi, I'm Jackie Hoffman, and Paul Wontorek is holding me against my will. And you're watching the Broadway.com show. Call the police.
This week's hotshot deserves a great big hello. The first image of Bette Midler as Dolly Gallagher-Levi in Hello, Dolly was released on the eve of the Broadway revival's first performance, and it does not disappoint. The photo by Julieta Cervantes shows the divine Miss M all decked out and strutting her stuff. She leads a cast that includes Tony winner David Hyde Pierce, Gavin Creel, Kate Baldwin, Taylor Trench, Beanie Feldstein, and more. The beloved Jerry Herman musical is currently in previews at the Shubert Theater, where it opens on April 20th. It's so nice to have it back where it belongs. John Brions is quite simply living out his American dream. After captivating London in Miss Saigon, the Filipino actor is donning the engineer's red silk jacket once more, making his Broadway debut in the musical's revival, which officially opens on Thursday. For making the role his own with a sleazy, slick, but always engaging performance, John Brions, you are our star of the week.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of the Broadway.com show. We'll leave you with a clip of the Late Late Show host James Corden taking Beauty and the Beast and its stars Dan Stevens, Josh Gad, and Luke Evans to the streets in his latest Crosswalk the Musical segment. Enjoy, and we'll see you next week.